Do you want to sell your home for top dollar, but you're afraid of overpricing it or underpricing it and leaving thousands of dollars on the table? Or even worse, letting it sit on the market for months and months and months? Well, guess what? In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how to price your house for maximum profit using real market data, buyer psychology, and insider strategies that realtors use to get multiple offers on your house. So make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss this video. So let's dive in. I'm Aalia Scott, your Kenosha Realtor. I have buyers and sellers just like you reaching out to me every single week, asking me questions about how to buy and sell their house in the Kenosha area. If you have any questions about how to buy or sell your house in the Kenosha area, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or drop me a comment here in the comment section. I'm happy to help you out any way that I possibly can. Now let's dive into the video. So the number one mistake that sellers make when pricing their house is that they overprice it, thinking that they'll overprice it and leave some room for negotiations when buyers come and underbid their house. Most sellers think, let's price it high so we have some room for negotiations when buyers come in and start submitting offers on our house. But guess what? That mindset is 20, 30 years old. Buyers are smart now. They have the internet. They have Zillow, they have Realtor.com, Homes.com. They can see prices. They can see what other houses in the area are selling for. They know if your house is overpriced or not. If your house is overpriced, they're just not going to look at it. They won't even schedule a showing. They won't look at it twice. They won't come take a look at it. They won't put it in an offer. Your house will just sit on the market. So overpricing your house, thinking that you're going to negotiate with a buyer and come down on price, just is not a proper strategy for getting your house sold in today's market. Buyers are just too smart for that. If they feel that your house is overpriced based on what other houses are selling for in the area, they're just not going to look at your house. They're just going to pass it on by and go to the next house that they feel is priced appropriately and put an offer on that house and move on. A key stat, homes that require a price reduction actually end up selling for 5 to 10% lower than what most home sellers want to sell their house for. So keep that in mind when you're trying to price your house. So how do you fix this? When you're pricing your house, make sure that you price your house at or even a little bit below market value. That creates stronger demand, more buyer interest, more showings, and ultimately more offers, maybe even multiple offer situation, and helps drive up the price for your house, getting you more money in your pocket at the end of the day. The psychology pricing. So why the right number matters? Why the right price actually matters when you're pricing your house. It actually does make a big difference if you're pricing at $399,000, $900,000, or $400,000. The number actually does make a big difference in buyers' minds when they're searching for houses online. It does actually make a difference, and let me explain why. So if your house is worth $400,000 and you price it at $405,000 instead of $399,900, that can be a big mistake because buyers, when they're searching online, they search in brackets. They search in like 350 up to 400,000 or 300,000 up to 400,000. They won't search over their pre-approval or over what they feel like they can afford. So for example, if there are 100 buyers in the Kenosha area that can afford a house up to $400,000, but you're pricing your house at $405,000, thinking they can negotiate that $5,000 down to $400,000, but buyers are only searching up to $400,000, you're going to miss all those buyers that are searching up to $400,000 because they're just not looking up to $405,000. They'll never even see your house is listed. They'll never know it exists because they're never seen it in their searches. They never know it exists. And even their agents probably aren't looking much above their pre-approval because their buyers are telling them that I can only afford a house up to $400,000. So please don't send me any houses that are above that price point. So they will never know that your house exists. They'll never see it. They'll never look at it. They'll never schedule a showing. Your house will just sit on the market for weeks and weeks and weeks and months, collecting days on the market. If you price your house smartly, it creates urgency and competition. That's how you get multiple offers and create bidding wars on your house. That's how you get a lot of people that see your house as a value. They say your house is definitely a value. It's priced correctly. I want to see your house. Let's all schedule a tour. Let's all put an offer. You get 3, 4, 5, 10, sometimes 15 offers, creating that multiple offer situation. So you have a lot of different offers to choose from, driving up that price of your house, hopefully to that price that you ultimately want. maybe even over that price that you want. So how do we use market data to set the right price for your house? I do something called a comparative market analysis, a CMA. I compare all the recently sold in your neighborhood and around your neighborhood and houses that are currently active on the market. I look at the houses, I compare them to yours, I compare the square footage, the number of bathrooms, the number of bedrooms, whether or not those houses have granite countertops compared to yours, the type of flooring, the type of finishes, if they have finished basements, if your house has a finished basement, that kind of stuff. And I look and see if your house is similar to those, if those houses are similar to yours, and whether or not your house should sell for around that same price. I look at market trends. Are we currently in a seller's market right now? Are we currently in a buyer's market? Are we currently in a neutral market? Do we have more buyers than we have sellers? Do we have more sellers than we have buyers? What kind of market are we in? That plays a big difference on how we price your house. Similar to market trends, I look at buyer demand. How much buyer demand is it right now? Do we have a strong buyer demand? Do we have a low buyer demand? If we have a strong buyer demand, then we can probably price your house a little bit higher. If we have low buyer demand, we want to price your house a little bit lower and make your house seem like a value to what few buyers we have in the market right now. So we want to attract as many buyers as we possibly can to your house. So the lower the price it is, the more value your house seems like to those few buyers we have. So what if you're already in the market and you've had showings or you've had no showings and no offers? What do? And you need to adjust the price. Well, there are several ways to go about a price adjustment. So if you've been on the market for, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 plus days, and you're thinking about a price adjustment, well, there's a couple different ways to go about it. Look at your listing. Are the photos high quality? If not, ask your agent to do new photos. You want professional photos of your house taken. You want high definition, high quality photos. Is the marketing strong? Is your agent doing high quality, strong marketing? Are they pushing out to Facebook, YouTube, other avenues, or are they just listening to the MLS? If they're just listening to the MLS, you probably want different types of marketing. You want postcard marketing, you want social media marketing, you want your listing all over the place to get as many eyes as possible on your listing. So you have it just listed in the MLS, then there's not as many eyes as possible on your listing. You want to get as many eyes as possible on your listing. If all that is being done on your listing and you're still getting showings but no offers, then you might want to consider a price drop. Now, if you're considering a price drop, consider a significant price drop. Don't just do a $2,000 or $5,000 price drop. Do like a $10,000 or $15,000 price drop because you want to attract as many buyers as possible. When you do a significant price drop, buyers are like, wow, that's a significant price drop. Now this house is within my buying range. This house has suddenly come into my price range, and now I want to consider this house. It attracts a lot more buyers to your house, and they're like, this house is suddenly of value. This house is in my buying range. I want to come take a look at it. And also consider doing open houses right after the price drop because you want to attract as many buyers as possible to your house. And make sure your agent makes the price drop into like an event. Advertise the price drop all over the place, all over the internet, to the neighbors, send out postcards, send out flyers, drop them from the sky, whatever you gotta do. Make sure you advertise the price drop all over the place. So if you're thinking about selling your house and you like a free evaluation of your house, give me a call, send me a text, leave me a comment down here in the comment section, send me an email. I'd be happy to give you a free evaluation of your house, let you know what it could be worth on today's open market. If you guys have any questions at all, please reach out. I have buyers and sellers just like you reaching out to me every single day about how to buy and sell here in the Kenosha area. I'm happy to help out any way that I possibly can. I hope they have a fantastic rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.